I want to show you a different method of doing elimination. This method was suggested to me by one of my students, Reuben Jacobs, and I actually think it's a very clever method. When we do elimination, normally what we do is we eliminate one of the variables, in this case x, we solve for y, and then we substitute back into one of the original equations to find the other variable. But actually what you can do, instead of substituting here, you can do elimination again for the other variable. Let me show you. I'll start with the same example. X minus 5y is negative 17, and 2x plus 3y is 5. We'll call that equation 1 and that equation 2. Now, you start the same way. I need to eliminate one of the variables. Let's eliminate the x, because I can do that by getting the same coefficient in front of x, 2 here. So multiply this equation by 2, but I also want to change the sign, because then I can avoid subtracting negatives. So let me multiply this first equation by negative 2, and just leave equation 2 as it was. Negative 2x plus 10y is positive 34. That's 1a. In equation 2 we haven't changed. 2x plus 3y is 5. And then I'm going to add them. 1a plus 2, which is negative 4, no, it's not. There are no x's. Negative 2 plus positive 2 goes away. There's 13y and there's 39, which means y must be 39 divided by 13, which is 3. Now, normally what you would do at this point is substitute into one of the other equations so that you can work out the value for x. But instead, let's eliminate y. Go back to the top two equations. How can I eliminate y? I need to get the same coefficient in front of the y's. Well, they already have opposite signs. If I times this one by 3 and that one by 5, then I'll have 15y in both. So let's do that. 3 times equation 1 and 5 times equation 2. I like to always write my strategy first so that I don't have to stop and remember what I was doing in about 20 seconds. So 3 times number 1 is 3x minus 15y equals negative 51. If you're not sure, you get your calculator and you go 17 times 3. 51. That's equation 1b. 5 times number 2 is 10x plus 15y is 25. That's 2b. And I'm going to add those together. I've got 15 and 1 is negative. So 1b plus 2b. Explaining what I'm doing every step. Add them together. 13x equals, not sure, negative 51 plus 25 is negative 26. Which means x is negative 2. And of course you can check it. I'm not going to do that here. You can do it very easily. Pick one or both if you want to double check. Pick one of the equations, put in your x and a y, and make sure you get the right value. I wanted to show you the comparison. We got here, and that took a few extra steps. So it really depends on what you like doing. If you like multiplying the equations to get common coefficients, you can solve it this way. If you prefer substitution, you can do one variable with elimination and then substitute to find the other. Let me show you this example as well, just so you have another example. 4x plus 3y equals negative 7. and 3x minus 2y is 16. So I need to first eliminate x and then eliminate y. To eliminate x, I need to get 12 in both. This one times 3, this one times 4. But it'd be really helpful if one of them was negative, because then I could just add the equations together and not worry about negatives later. So I'm going to go negative 3 times equation 1 and 4 times equation 2. Let's do it. Negative 12x, well, I can do plus negative 9y equals positive 21. That's 1a. And 4 times number 2, 12x minus 8y equals 16 times 4, if you're not sure, 16 times 4, 64. That's 2a. All right, let's add them. 1a plus 2a. X's go away. I have negative 17y. And I can probably do that in my head, 85, which means y must be 85 over negative 17, which is a negative number, and if you're not sure, 5. Okay, now let's eliminate y so we can get a value for x. Go back to the original equations. I need to get the same coefficient in front of the y. It's going to be 6 times this one by 2 and that one by 3. And they already have different signs. So 2 times equation 1 and 3 times equation 2. 8x plus 6y equals negative 14. That's 1b. This one is 3 times 9x minus 6y, that's what I was looking for, equals 3 times 16 is 48. 2b. Add those together, 1b plus 2b. 8 and 9 is 17x. They go away. 48 take 14, you can probably do it in your head. 48 take 14 is 34. Just get a calculator if you're not sure. That's easy. X must be 2, 34 over 17. And again, put them beside each other so you can see. This is a bit shorter than that, but the thinking is different. You can decide which method you like. And what I would do, having got here, is go back and check it again like I did over here. I just wanted to show you a different method of using elimination.